You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Let me see if this works. Audio might be fixed now. Let me lower myself a little bit here. Might be too loud right now. Let's see if this works. I was able to push in a cord that was loose. Sometimes that's just all it takes. Anyway, let's get back to talking about volleyball. Just like we all want us to. It is 10-10 here as Campbell and Lyman battling here in the second set. Lyman took the first set rather easily after going on a long run. And that one is spiked down by Lyman. Another point for the Eagles here in this second set. Lyman with a 11-10 lead here early in this match. In this second set. Lyman able to get it over. LeVay out of play off of Lyman. LeVay just sent that over and Lyman could not control it. Almost unexpected there as the ball came towards one of the Lyman defenders and she was not ready for it. She stuck her hands up at the last moment, but the ball corralled off of her wrist out of bounds, and Lyman gives up possession once again. It is 11-all here in the second set. Jessie Lynn Robertson back to serve. And Jessie Lynn Robertson faces a McKinley Bradshaw spike right away. She sent that up. Nelson received it and set it right up to McKaylee Bradshaw, who let McKinley Bradshaw out the doghouse and let her swing. And there was just nothing Jessie Lynn Robertson could do about that one. Point Lyman. Lyman receives. And here comes Bradshaw again. She spikes it off of the blocker, number 27, Lauren LeVay of Campbell. And it is another point for Lyman. That is just how this offense will work. If McKinley Bradshaw is in the game, you expect the ball to go to her every time. And sometimes when you overload it, that's when Lyman gets you to pay by going to another player. And that one a back row hit from Campbell out of play. And Lyman will get possession of the ball once again. That was Riley Holotic on the errant spike there. And McKinley Bradshaw talking about hitting. She throws another one down and out of play off of a Campbell County defender. It is 14-11. Lyman has racked off. It is 15-11. Lyman has now racked off 4 points in a row. And sensing momentum beginning to shift once again, the coach of Campbell has called another timeout. Her first of the second set here. Once again, we apologize. We will have no video for tonight's broadcast, but we hope to get that working for tomorrow's broadcast. It is 15-11 here. Lyman with the early lead here in the second set after taking the first set in a close set that was close for midway through until Lyman went on a set rally where they just basically put Campbell away after going on a run. Campbell not using all of his time. Campbell is out of the huddle, ready to go, and here comes Lyman out of the huddle, so we're going to stop this timeout about 45 seconds short, or 25 seconds short, so that's always a good thing. And back to serve is Lyman. Receiving is Holotic, and that is set straight down. Holotic got it, tried to get it to her setter, but it went too far onto the Lyman side where there was an awaiting Eagle to put that ball straight down. That was Olena Smith. On the outside for Campbell, off of the blocker, and Cassidy Nelson uses that second ball as an errant pass, which goes wayward onto Campbell's side, but out of play, and Campbell will regain possession here. 16-12, Lyman with the lead here in the second set. Lyman to spike it over, blocked, trying it again, roll shot over the net. On the outside, here comes Holotic, and she uses the blockers to her advantage. She just smacks the ball off the blockers and straight out of play towards the Lyman bench. Another point for Riley Holotic and the Campbell team. 16-13 here in the second set. Lyman with the lead. McKinley Bradshaw uses her spike. She can't get it down as Campbell, number 2, Kimmy Quintana able to dig that ball off the ground, but she unfortunately put it too hard, and McKinley Bradshaw goes up again and sets it straight down, this time for a spike and a kill. 17-13, Lyman with the lead. And that one is set over the net by Lyman, just over Bradshaw, and a point for Campbell. That one was number 10, Jessie Lynn Robertson for Campbell. Jessie Lynn Robertson saw the size advantage that McKinley Bradshaw had over her, so she said, all right, I'll just loop the ball right over your head, and it fell right behind Bradshaw. Bradshaw sends it wide for Lyman, set right over the Campbell block, and that one not able to be corralled by Lauren LeVay, and a point for Lyman. 18-14 here in the second set, as Campbell just cannot get on a run, and they're trying to prevent Lyman from going on a run. Lyman's had a mini run here in this set. They've had 5 points in a row, which is why they lead by 4 points right now. So Lyman just trying to hold on. Campbell trying to make a run of their own and get back into this set. And that one is sent long, but I believe we have a violation at the net. Let's see which team they called that on. And yes, they actually called that one on Campbell. Number 27, Lauren LeVay, went into the net on a block of Cassidy Nelson. So they're going to give it Lyman that point. 19-14. On the outside, a spike for Campbell County, and that one drops. Chloe Davis using her athleticism to get up and almost wait for the blocker to go down. She hung in the air for a while, and she was able to get the ball around the blocker, as the blocker had to go down eventually due to gravity, and Chloe Davis used that athleticism to hang up in the air and wait as long as she could. And Cassidy Nelson, no need to wait for that one. She skied up there and killed that one directly off of number 4, Shaylee Milliron for Campbell. And it is 20-15. Campbell trails here in the second set. Milliron able to get the second ball, third ball coming over, free ball for Lyman. Set up on the outside, and they're going to set that one to the outside, and it is off of the blockers and out of bounds. That is the Lyman point. That was McKaylee Bradshaw actually with the spike there off of the blockers and out of play. So Lyman with the point, 21-15 here in the second set. On the outside, and we're going to have another net violation, and this one is also going to go against Campbell. This one happened to be against number 33, Chloe Davis, as she saw McKaylee Bradshaw going up once again. Chloe Davis, chance to redeem herself, and no. Third ball, she tried to roll it. She didn't even jump. There were no blockers, and she sent it directly into the net. And it will be a Lyman point, and Lyman once again 2 points away from winning set number 2. 23-15 is the score here in the second set. Lyman trying to go up 2 sets to love here in this match after taking the first set basically in the same format as this one. Was close until midway through. Lyman went on a big run at the end of the first set. We're able to get that set away from Campbell, and a similar situation has happened here in the second set where they were close pretty much halfway through, and Lyman went on a run of maybe 5 points in a row to break this one open, and then Campbell just has not been able to recover. Campbell's getting some points, though. Campbell is scoring, so scoring has not been a problem. It's just putting multiple points together has been Campbell's problem in this match. It is 23-15 as Lyman will serve 2 points away from the second set. And that one is not going to pay off, as that serve is directly out of bounds up the sideline, and Campbell will get the ball back. Riley Halodic back to serve here, trying to get Campbell back in this set. Set straight up. Cassidy Nelson uses the block off of the block, and number 16, Asia Fichter for Campbell, not able to corral that ball. And Lyman has set point as that ball goes out of play. 24-16 here, Lyman, second set. This is McKaylee Bradshaw back to serve. Received in the middle, and number 33, Chloe Davis, sends that one about 10 feet too long, and that will be the second set as Chloe Davis, a set to forget for Campbell, as she's had several mistakes in that second set. But let's see if Campbell can clean off the slate, wipe it clean, and go into the third set and try to snag one or multiple sets away from Lyman here, as Lyman now leads 2-0 here in the final match of the day, the first day of the Cokeville tournament. Once again, both of these teams will be advancing to the gold bracket regardless of the score of tonight's match, but this match will decide the winner of the match and who will play whom. Once again, the tournament is decided after every match has concluded. As I look around, Cokeville and Alta are in a third set, tied 1 apiece, and I'm not sure of the score over on the Rich match, but Rich is playing Preston right now, and once every match tonight is finished, those are the last matches of the night, they will decide the schedule for tomorrow's matches, and once we know that, we will put it out there. Once again, I will be covering Mountain View and Lyman this season, so both Mountain View and Lyman have advanced into the next round. So tomorrow, depending on the bracket and depending on which team will play who, I will be covering volleyball tomorrow here in Cokeville. So tune in to mylocalradio.com. And once again, we have Jake covering over at Evanston, and Ryan Steinekert will cover some Rich volleyball. Once again, Rich, I believe they might be eliminated from gold bracket contention, but they will still be playing tomorrow. So if you want to watch or listen to some Rich volleyball, tune in to the radio or mylocalradio.com for some Rich Rebels action. Lyman Eagles, they're certainly not done tonight. They are going to a third set here. All smiles and laughing as Cassie Nelson seems to have told the joke. McKaylee and McKinley Bradshaw discussing something as they await the first serve of the third set. First serve will come from number 10, Jessie Lynn Robertson of Campbell. That one received by McKinley Bradshaw, sent back to her off of the set. She pushes it to the back corner. Riley Hilodic gets that one up to Mackenzie Newsom. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that correctly. Once again, coach from Campbell gave me the JV starting lineup, not the varsity, so I was not able to go over pronunciations with her. So if I said that wrong, I'm sorry. But she sends one out of bounds, and Lyman, or actually she sent that off the blocker and out of bounds, so Campbell got the point. And a spike there by Cassidy Nelson evens up the score at 1-1. Campbell, Libero dives for that one, able to keep it in play. Shaylee Milliron with that ball. She sends that off the blocker, and that is a point for Campbell. I was able to fix it.
Oh, you were? Okay.
I didn't disrespect you. So I saw the text. I saw your call, and then I checked out the text. Thanks. What's the score? Are you guys winning?
It's just about to start.
Okay. Thanks. Sorry about that. Got a nice little visit from Ryan Steinkert, host of the Rich Rebels Volleyball. Once again, it is 4-1 here. Lyman with the early lead in the second set. Sorry, I've been a little bit distracted here trying to work through some technical difficulties. We have no video tonight, but we will hope to regain video quality and video capabilities tomorrow. And if we do get video quality tomorrow, we will hopefully see a lot of Shaylee Milliron as she sends that one straight up the sideline and it touches the tape for a kill there for Campbell. And quick enough for Campbell. That's 2 points in a row. Don't call it a rally, as Milliron, after getting the kill, steps back to serve, and she serves an ace. Not touched on the Lyman side of the court. This time it is touched. McKinley Bradshaw able to get it over. Week in practice that service errors are the one thing that kills you in any match, and Kylie Walker responsible for that one for Lyman. This one set up on the outside, received by Campbell. Coming on the outside, Campbell flicks it over, able to be received by Lyman. Lyman sends it to the back again, and this one too hard on the receive, goes on to the Lyman side. Lyman goes for the kill and spikes it straight into the net. So Campbell a little unlucky that their receive went back over to the Lyman side, but lucky for them, Lyman not able to put the ball away, puts the ball into the net, and Campbell has tied this one up at 6 in the third set. And McKinley Bradshaw goes up for the spike there, and they're going to say that it was blocked off of the defenders and out of play. So McKinley Bradshaw another kill. And it is 7-6, Lyman with the lead as she steps back to serve. Campbell receives. Lauren LeVay rolls this one over. And Cassidy Nelson takes the set from Lyman and spikes it right down that sideline there, using that left sideline right by the bench. Often in this match as that one in play, and another point, another kill for Cassidy Nelson and the Lyman Eagles. Received by LeVay. Lyman, third ball coming up here. Cassidy Nelson rolls it to the back middle. Received by Campbell. Riley Hilodic swinging for the fences there, not able to put it away. Hilodic goes up for a block. Third ball coming down. Hilodic. And unfortunately for Campbell, that one's going to hurt, as it looked like Hilodic was about to put the ball away on a spike. The ball from the Cokeville Alta side, which is the court directly right next to us. The ball rolled onto our court, so it's an immediate stop of play. So Campbell, unlucky there. It looked like they were about to finish the point, but we'll have to redo it. On one knee, Lyman to get the ball. Received. LeVay down on her knees, not able to pick the ball off the dirt, off the hardwood, and it is Lyman point. So unlucky for Campbell there. Looked like they might have had a point. Had to be redone, and Lyman wins the point, 9-6. And she sticks her hands up in the air. That was McKinley Bradshaw back to serve once again. She rolled that one over the tape and immediately put her hands up almost as if to say, I'm sorry for that one. But she's not sorry that Lyman will get a point off of that serve, that ace. McKinley Bradshaw back to serve again. Taken by Campbell, number 22, Mackenzie Nuzzum. Off of the blocker in the middle, Cassidy Nelson, and it lands on the Lyman side. Campbell point. Campbell with the ball, serves it. Bradshaw, third ball coming up. Bumped over the net, free ball for Lyman for Campbell on the outside, and Riley Hilodic does not waste the free ball as she sends that one off the outside block and towards the Cokeville Alta court. Out of play, and another point here for Campbell as they've gotten several in a row here. 10-8 Lyman leading here in the third set. Once again, Campbell needs to win in order to extend this match. Lyman took the first 2 sets. This one coming on the outside. Cassidy Nelson tried to roll it over, but number 33, Chloe Davis, who had a set 2 to forget, she starts off her third set much better as she was waiting for that. She actually didn't jump until she saw Cassidy Nelson about to roll it. She timed it perfectly and threw it back down on the Lyman side. Ball skirts around on the Campbell side, and Riley Hilodic not able to get enough elevation under that ball. And the ball goes into the net. It will be a Lyman point. 11-9 here in this third set. Lyman to serve. Received back middle. Set up in the middle and poked over by Riley Hilodic. The double block not able to do it. A diving Lyman defender not able to reach that ball. That was Alina Smith not able to get to that ball. And Campbell with the point. 11-10, Lyman lead here in the third set. And that one from Hilodic goes directly into the net. A point for Lyman. Another service error for Campbell, something that they cannot afford to give that many of. Serve taken in the middle. Chloe Davis spikes it. Able to be received by Bradshaw. And Lyman just sets it over to the other side of the court where nobody was. They pushed it to the back corner. And a vacated spot finds where the ball goes inside of the court. And Lyman with the point there. That's one of those things, if you take 2 or 3 blockers and move them over, there's going to be an empty spot on the court. And Lyman picked it out there. Lyman the setup. Cassidy Nelson rolls it over. Received by Campbell. Free ball coming over from Campbell. Lyman sets up to Cassidy Nelson again, and Cassidy Nelson spikes it into the net. Cassidy Nelson maybe mistimed her jump there. I'm not sure if she mistimed it or she just missed the ball. But that ball into the net rolls back on her side. 13-11, and back to serve is Kimmy Quintana. Serve received, and Quintana lets the ball go, and let's see if the call, it's on the far side of the court. They're going to say, no, they're going to say that ball was good. Cassidy Nelson with a kill all the way to the far across court. Kimmy Quintana let the ball go, and the ball was actually inbound. So a point for Lyman, 14-11 here. Serve taken from Cassidy Nelson. Tapped over by Bradshaw. Campbell, third ball coming over. Riley Hlodick rolls it in the middle. Bradshaw taps it over the block, and a Lyman point. Had to see for a second. I'm not sure which side of the court that ball landed on, but I was correct. Lyman gets the point there as it went off the, looked like the pinky of the blocker and landed on her side of the court, the Campbell side of the court. Campbell tried to quick tap it over the net. Mackenzie Newsom, not going to happen there as Lyman was ready for it. But that one is spiked in the court and good from Zoe Zimmerman, number 37 for Campbell County. A point there, 15-12, Lyman with the lead. Lyman might have been shifted over too much towards the middle of the court. She was able to get that ball around the blockers and put it up the sideline. Zoe Zimmerman for Campbell. On the outside, McKinley Bradshaw spikes it off the blockers, and a point for Lyman once again. She used the blockers, and the ball was hit so hard that it went from one side of the court all the way to the other, out of bounds, off of the blockers. So just unlucky for Campbell there. And another miscommunication on whose ball that was. The ball goes into the net as two Campbell County players come together. Shayla Milliron and Riley Hlodick both meet at the net and cannot get the ball. So a Lyman point. And quickly the ball put back into play. Lyman serves. Hlodick taking it. Miss hit there, and number 22, Mackenzie Newsom, sends it into the net. Another Lyman point. Lyman serving here. And the ball tapped over the net off of a blocker from Lyman, and it looks like it's out of play. A Campbell point. So quickly here, we have a couple points in a row. 18-13, Lyman with the lead. Campbell serving, though. It is Shayla Milliron back to serve. Milliron playing the back of the court, and it was a quick tap from Cassidy Nelson, who just went up and just kind of tapped it right over the blockers and right in front of the back line. Shayla Milliron caught on her heels, not able to get to the ball before it dropped to the ground. 19-13 here in this third set. And that one spiked by Riley Hlodick cross court all the way into the back corner near the Lyman bench, and good. So a point there from Riley Hlodick and the Campbell County. 19-14. 19-14, Lyman with the lead. Once again, we have no video for this match, but we will have video tomorrow, hopefully. So make sure you tune in. If you are a Campbell County fan, we might be broadcasting another one of your matches if Mountain View or Lyman play in the gold bracket against them tomorrow. Or Evanston. Evanston we also broadcast. So if Evanston, Lyman, or Mountain View play Campbell County in the gold bracket tomorrow, you can tune in once again to watch on the specific teams, mylocalradio.com. And that one off of McKinley Bradshaw. She tried to tap it over the block. Riley Hlodick says no thank you, and she sends that back as Bradshaw is coming down, and that's a point for Campbell. 19-16 here. Lyman with the lead in this third set. That one tapped up, and no, McKaylee Bradshaw this time tried to tap it over Riley Hlodick, and she goes back-to-back on the Bradshaw cousins and says, yeah, I don't think so. If you didn't think McKinley could get it by me, McKaylee, you're definitely not either. Serve received by Campbell. McKinley Bradshaw off the block, comes back on her side. She knocks it back over. On the outside, Riley Hlodick looking for three in a row, and she's got it. And yes, Lyman was diving around. They actually were able to get the ball back up, but the official says they scooped it off of the ground. So another point. So Riley Hlodick single-handedly going on a run here for Campbell. 19-18. Lyman in the lead here in the third set still. This one sent wide to Bradshaw. Bradshaw up the line, and that's a run killer right there as Bradshaw skied for that one and uses every decibel of that power that she's got, every pound of that power that she's got in that right arm of hers to spike it up the line in play. 20-18, Lyman leads. And that ball is good. Riley Hlodick Off of the serve, they set it up to the middle to her, and she sends it cross court. And that one says that one touches the tape on the sideline, says the side judge. It is 20-19. Once again, Campbell needs to win this set to stay in this match. Campbell back to serve. Bradshaw to receive. Cassidy Nelson just lost it over. Free ball for Lyman, free ball for Campbell. And that one over the blockers and right in front of the Lyman back line. Not able to get it was Jess Spring. And Campbell has tied this one up 20-20 here in the third set. Remember, he played 25, best win by 2. And McKinley Bradshaw is looking to do just that, win by 2, as she spikes that one down across the court, around the double block into the back middle where no Campbell defender was. 21-20, Lyman leads here in this third set. Campbell receives the serve, back up to Holotic, and it's the Riley Holotic show for Campbell County right now. It's Holotic versus Bradshaw in this set, because every time they get a ball set, it's going to Holotic if it's Campbell, and Bradshaw, McKinley Bradshaw, is getting nearly every set here in this third set. Campbell back to serve, Holotic, coincidentally enough. This one once again out to Cassidy Nelson, and that one's long. Cassidy Nelson actually missed that one. She sent that one long by about 1.5 feet. And Campbell has the first lead here in their third set, since it was 7-6, 22-21 here in the third set. Riley Holotic back to serve. McKaylee Bradshaw receives, sends it out to McKinley Bradshaw, who spikes it right around number 22, Mackenzie Newsom, who had no chance to get by that speeding train. And it is tied at 22. 22 all here in the third set. If Lyman wins this set, this match is over. If Campbell wins this set, we continue on to a fourth set. This one punched over by Campbell. Receive, free ball, and Lyman can't do anything with it as number 6, that is Spring, cannot get under it. She taps that one into the net. And Campbell with the lead once again. It is 23-22. Kimmy Quintana back to serve for Campbell, looking to get their first set win of the match here. And nope, Cassidy Nelson says, yeah, let's hold off on that, because Cassidy Nelson spikes it right around Kimmy Quintana. Almost, I'm not sure if she got her fingertips on it, but if not, it was awfully close. 23-23 here, as Cassidy Nelson will go back and take the serve. Received by Holotic, up in the middle. Newsom, back over to Lyman. Bradshaw taps it up, and Bradshaw gets it by the Campbell defense. I believe that was number 16, Asia Fichter, not able to corral that, as that went over the smaller Kimmy Quintana's head. Not expecting the speed that it was on that ball. The ball falls, and it is Lyman set and match point here, and we have a timeout. Campbell calls a timeout, making sure that this set does not get away from them, because if Lyman scores a point here, if Lyman scores this next point, this match is over. It is 24-23, a barn burner of a set. Once again, you have to win by 2, so it's not just Lyman needs one more point. They need this next point to win 25-23. If it is tied at 24, we will go until somebody scores 2 consecutive points. It is Cassidy Nelson back to serve here for Lyman with the match on her hands. Received by Holotic, sent up to the middle. Set up to the middle, Newsom sends it long, sends it wide, and this match is over. Lyman with a win. Mackenzie Newsom sends it out of play. 25-23, Lyman takes the third set and takes the match here. And Lyman will advance into the gold bracket with a 3-0 record. Something to look forward to if you are Campbell County, or you're a Campbell County fan, though. They will also advance into the gold bracket, meaning they have a chance, an opportunity to win this tournament tomorrow. But I'm sure if you're asked them, they'd love to meet this team in the championship match again and possibly get a rematch and a chance to beat them. Something that Bricia Hansen will certainly look forward to, as she and her team will take on the bus back to Lyman. They're actually going to go home tonight and come back early in the morning. As Bricia Hansen, head coach Bricia Hansen, told me she hopes that they don't get the 8:30 a.m. match, the earliest match of the day, but we will see. I think I will stick around here in Cokeville and wait until the schedule is posted, but Once it is posted, we will update you on mylocalradio.com and keep you updated with everything. Once again, thank you for tuning in today on mylocalradio.com. My name is Sean Bennett. I appreciate you joining us in our coverage of Mountain View and Lyman volleyball. We apologize for the technical difficulties, and we will hopefully get most of them resolved tomorrow on Championship Saturday. So make sure you tune in all day to watch some My Local Sports on mylocalradio.com. We will be covering both Mountain View and Lyman. We have somebody covering Rich Rebels, and Jake will be covering the Evanston Red Devils. So if you're interested in any volleyball tomorrow, we have a ton of volleyball to show you tomorrow. Stay tuned, and we will bring it to you live. Signing off, once again, my name is Sean Bennett. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you tomorrow.